Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Virgo. How are you guys, Virgos? Let's see what's going on with you. We have the King of Swords. Ooh. And we have the Hermit. Yeah, some of you are seeking some kind of truth here. I feel like you're learning something. I feel like you've kind of been on your own path here. But this very well could be yourself looking at this person. See, shining a light on there. There's a need for clarity. Has to do with, yeah, there you are. Has to do with someone, whether someone's reliable. Yeah, there's a need for cooperation and compromise here. Yeah, it's about a partnership. This could be a business situation, a creative pursuit, but yeah, there's some sort of truth here. Someone's shining the light. It's probably yourself. Yeah, there's some sort of truth. Someone needs to tell someone the truth. They want to tell someone the truth. It has to do with their emotions and feelings. Someone's up in their feels. Yeah, let's have a look at the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? Yeah, maybe checking someone out online, social media, through other people. But yeah, this is someone, it has to do with taking an opportunity. We got that Three of Cups. Yeah, so we have someone who's kind of moving on here. I feel it's an energy of someone looking to see if someone's moved on, if they've moved or relocated. Yeah, because it has to do with, I feel like you got someone here who hasn't been reliable. But what someone's seeing here, this person's seeing, it's about someone who pulls their weight, someone who's dependable. So, but it's, yeah, you've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. So flip the energies, masculine, feminine, however you see fit. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's definitely two people who see opportunity. But I feel we have a person looking to see if somebody has moved on, if they've moved, relocated. Yeah, they're also learning something. See, applying lessons learned. Someone waiting for some time in between, maybe. Could be a long distance situation. Yeah, we got someone who's been busy, waiting for something to calm down. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. Yeah, see, it's an energy of someone looking for clarity. It's someone's looking to see if someone started new, but I feel this has a lot to do with self as well. Yeah, someone expressing themselves, starting something new. And then we have some Taurus energy. So we can have a masculine, feminine, Taurus, either or. But this is a person who's, this is someone who's, I feel, kind of keeping their options open, because it has to do with partnering up, a partnership. The need to cooperate and compromise, compatibility, things two people have in common. So it's an energy of something being learned. It's about being on the same page, someone's lifestyle, habits, the way they conduct themselves. So this is someone seeing clearly, someone who pulls their weight, a person who's responsible. Yeah. Could be someone here seeing the truth and taking responsibility. Yeah, we see someone who's, I do see an energy of, faithful, truth, loyalty as well here. Yeah, but it has to do with someone's moved on. See, it's a person we have a person here closing a chapter in their life, closing the book on the past and walking away, seeking other options. And it could be because someone was treating someone like an option, they weren't reliable. The King and Queen of Pentacles generally want people, are reliable and dependable, and I do feel it has to do with some sort of truth to do with how someone feels. And there it is, an energy of seeing things clearly. See, it's all about clarity. But I feel this person, one of you is looking to see if someone's moved on, if they've started something new. This is definitely someone who's walked away. They're closing a book on the past, a chapter, moving on because of the way someone conducted themselves. Yeah, see, it's about two people coming together, a partnership. Yeah, soulmates, friends first. But yeah, you got someone who's no longer giving to someone here because they weren't reciprocating, they weren't reliable. Someone wasn't pulling their weight, or they just weren't generous with their time, energy. Tell me about this King of Cups. Yeah, so someone here. Maybe someone being sneaky, but it's often an insecurity. Someone's moved on, gone off to lick their wounds to figure something out. It's someone who needed to figure something out. They needed to figure out how they felt or what it is they want here. Yeah. Tell me about this. Yeah, slower moving. See, it's one person coming in. See, it has to do with someone who gets overwhelmed. There's this overwhelming energy from the King of Cups. Feeling a little overwhelmed. Someone's trying to figure something out, but it's a person who's gone off to lick their wounds. They've gone to figure things out, and you can see it's a person assessing the situation. See, taking their time. But when someone drags their feet, the other person often feels there's a lack of security. And there could be insecurities, but I feel it's just someone who needs to figure out what they want, what makes them happy. Yeah. Because we have some trust issues. See, this is when someone's moving slow, someone's not so sure. See, it's about defeat. Someone's determined to win. They're determined to win here. But it's a little bit of manipulation or mind games here. See, some deception. Someone's walked away. They feel somebody is being deceptive. I mean, this is an energy of feeling defeat, where someone feels defeated, where they've gone off to lick their wounds. Time out, time to heal. Yeah, someone playing the field. This is someone with some ego here. Someone's ego got in the way. See, feeling defeated. A little hit on the ego there. But it is an energy of someone who doesn't want to provide anything. It's a person who just comes in often when they want attention. They don't want to provide anything. So the other person feels this isn't someone reliable or stable. It doesn't feel safe. See, it doesn't feel loyal, like just not on the same page, or it just has to do with, I mean, it has to do with lifestyle. It's an energy whether someone will ever change. And that's why I feel someone feels that this person's never going to change. Might as well. Yeah, this is a person who's waited for some time. Now they're looking elsewhere, feeling the ship has sailed. See, the ship has sailed, too little, too late. Yeah. Yeah, someone's longing for love, though. We have someone missing someone and reminiscing about how the whole situation played out here. Yeah. Yeah, we got someone who was in their field. See, it's someone who expressed themselves here, but it's a person who wants love. It's a person who longs for love. There could be two people missing each other, but I feel like this feminine's kind of looking at the situation, not so sure they see a future with someone because they're not reliable. When someone's not reliable, it doesn't feel safe. You don't know what this person's doing. Lots of time in between. See, someone playing the field. Someone's not feeding someone's ego anymore. In fact, they're no longer giving them attention. But this is someone who wasn't giving someone the attention they deserved either. So it could be someone giving their attention to someone else. Yeah. This is someone I feel tired of waiting. See, sitting here waiting. The ship has sailed. Too little, too late. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. This is a person making a choice. See, it's about no longer giving. See, I feel there was a lack of reciprocity. There was a lack of giving and receiving. Somebody was more of a taker than a giver here. Yeah, see, there was lack. There was lack. This is someone often feeling lonely. It's just a lack, waiting for lack. Someone's kind of asking themselves, what am I waiting for, right? Lots of negativity, lack. Yeah. Lack of reciprocity, someone not reaching out. Someone who doesn't want to provide. This is someone who feels the other person wants someone to provide for them. But the Queen of Pentacles is someone who often provides for themselves, but it's supposed to be what two people provide for each other. You fill each other's cups, you do things to make each other happy. See, it's an energy of creating memories, you see, giving gifts, traditions, holidays. There's just lack. Yeah, somebody ghosting someone, ignoring them, not giving someone what they want. So this is why I feel someone's moving on, closing a chapter, staying open to other offers and options. And I do see another opportunity coming in. See, this is somebody, it has to do with making a commitment. Now we have a person's putting the shoe on the other foot. Someone's putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. But this is also a person who kind of feels been there, done that with someone. It's time to move on. Yeah. Little of this and little of that. Yeah. Temperance energy. See, it's when it just feels off. It doesn't feel right. These are two people who are actually each other's type. But I feel there's a lack. There's lack. And it could be where someone's lost interest, lack of chemistry, or they just feel they can't trust this person. Something feels off. See, paying attention to the red flags, the signs and the signals cautioning. Someone needs to trust their intuition here. Yeah, I do think it is an energy of someone here. It's time to move on. But it has to do with, see, this is a card of communication. See, is something is off with the way someone communicates. Lack of communication. There's just a lot of lack. But I feel we have a feminine here who's moving on, closing a chapter, keeping their options open, looking elsewhere. This is someone who's expanding the horizons too, doing different things. Maybe I see someone doing all kinds of things here, traveling, learning new things, going to different places. Yeah, because it has to do with wanting love, a bond, a connection between two people. Someone's about to make a choice. I do feel manifesting new. Yeah, see, it has to do with harmony between two people. It has to do with being fair. Someone's looking at this from a different perspective. It has to do with being fair. Somebody wasn't being fair. Maybe about the Six of Cups. Yeah, this has to do with the house, a home. Yeah, I do see someone even moving and relocating to home, a childhood home. But it's about creating a foundation, a home, a family. That's what I feel. Yeah, I feel like we got someone who's giving attention to someone else here. Someone playing the field. If they don't get what they want from one person, they get it from someone else. So this is someone who's moving on. Because it has to do with someone who keeps coming back around. They never change. And then the same thing keeps happening. Someone still sits there waiting, wasting time for lack. Yeah, saying to trust your intuition. I feel like it's your inner knowing. You already know the answers you're seeking. Yeah. I say this is somebody sticking to themselves, keeping to themselves, trusting their own intuition. Yeah, some Pisces, Cancer energy here. We've got two people here who are very much the same. A little different, which usually creates harmony. But the Chariot is someone here who's taking back their power, determined to succeed, to be open to new offers and opportunities. So someone's just kind of keeping it all in here. This is a person who's gone within. Into me, I see. This is someone looking to see where they see themselves in the future. See, it's all about goals, what they're hoping to achieve here. So there was definitely lack. Yeah, we have another person coming in. This is a person coming in. It's about going on a date. It's about someone following their heart here. Yeah, this is someone open to someone new. Somebody close by, maybe their neighborhood. Yeah, this is a person putting all the cups on the table. See, getting out there again. This is all about getting out there. I see opportunity. I do see gatherings. Some people large gatherings, festivals, parties, weddings. I also see someone keeping their circles small. But there is change, closing a chapter, closing the book on the past. Someone's out of here. Tell me about the world. Yeah, see, it's between two worlds. Someone's still kind of stuck between two worlds. See, it has to do with someone who comes back around. It never goes anywhere. But the world is right there between this is why stuck between two worlds. But this is somebody, seeking other options. It's about something that doesn't go anywhere. Someone keeps coming back around. They never change. See, the habit, the pattern, the way someone behaves. This is someone who's tired of waiting and sitting on the fence. It's time to look elsewhere. So just confirmation. But yeah, it's something that never goes the distance. It never goes anywhere. This is someone who just comes in when they want attention. They like the chase. Then they lose interest once they get what they want, when they get their cup filled. So I feel like we have someone who's no longer filling someone's cup here. And there, it's actually, the tables are turning. This is someone going to get attention somewhere else. Because that's what's happening there. This is somebody who's no longer giving to someone. Yeah, the tables have turned. It's energy of manifesting new. There's a feminine who has everything they need to manifest their desires. All they have to do is put themselves out there. So I do see this new energy. See, trying something different, someone who's a different type. I see checking things out here. Yeah. I feel someone just kind of lost patience. Just knowing. It's just that energy of knowing, that inner knowing. There's just a lot of lack here. It's just too much negativity. But like I say, you have everything you need to manifest what you desire by just putting yourself out there. I do see communication. I see pre-manifesting, preparing, and literally being ready. You betcha. See, it's all about pre. Yeah, getting prepared. Prepared to put yourself out there, some of you. No more sitting on the fence, stuck between two worlds, because I feel like you got someone who doesn't want to commit. See, it's friends or friends with benefit. They just want they have the best of both worlds, but you're not getting emotional fulfillment. Because you have to look at friends with benefit, who's benefiting. The Queen of Pentacles knows. The Queen of Pentacles knows here. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel right. It's kind of a turn off, I feel, for someone here, feeling a bit turned off by it. Yeah, friends with benefits. You always have to ask, that question, who benefits? Because someone's getting the best of both worlds. I mean, you can flip the energy, and the feminine can do this too. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, but I really feel this is somebody who wants someone who's loyal and faithful, someone who commits. Because I feel like there's someone here, there was an agreement, and it's someone who didn't follow through. It never went anywhere. They just ghosted, ignored. Yeah, sneaky energy. Feel like you know just what to do here. Take care, Virgo. Bye for now.